Hello, this is Joe, MTL Vintage Cards, bringing you another game from the 1974-75 NHL season using Shootout Hockey and Shootout Easy as the engines. Here are the current standings up to November 9th, except for one game which will be streamed today. So here are the standings. Let's look at today's game. So today's game will feature the Vancouver Canucks. In the replay, their record is 11-1-1 in real life. At this time, they were 8-3-2. Montreal Canadiens come in at 8-5-1, and in real life, similar slow start, 5-4-5. The Canadiens went on to win their division. Today's goalies are Gary Suitcase Smith for the Vancouver Canucks against Ken Dryden for the Canadiens. Gary Suitcase Smith was an interesting fella. I'll link a video regarding the life of Gary Suitcase Smith. If you'd like to watch it, I'll put a link in the description. It was really entertaining. So I'm keeping stats for the Montreal Canadiens and the Boston Bruins. Montreal Canadiens, well, as a Montrealer, Canadiens were my favorite team. And for the Boston Bruins, outside the Montreal players, Bobby Orr was my favorite player, and therefore I'm keeping track of, I'm playing all the games for the Boston Bruins. So November 9th featured 7 games. 6 of them have already been, the outcome has already been decided. The outcome was with Shootout Easy. The Buffalo Sabres went on to defeat the Kansas City Scouts 6-3. The Golden Seals lost to the Pittsburgh Penguins in a barn burner 9-7. The Rangers fell to the Los Angeles Kings, who are in first place. The Islanders win against the St. Louis Blues 8-5. Toronto keeps on losing 7-2 to the Minnesota North Stars. And Kansas City's expansion twin, the Washington Capitals, went down to defeat to the Philadelphia Flyers. The scoring chances, this was all rolled pre-recording. 1-14 for the Vancouver Canucks at even strength, 1-29 of the power play. The Canadiens very strong at home, but still able to defeat them nonetheless. Their scoring chances are 73-100 at even strength and 58-100 on the power play. Let's get to the game. First off, let's turn off the sound. So I'm using the helper. I find this really a great tool, fantastic for broadcasting. Let's get the game underway. So there was 3 minutes off the clock. And let's see if when we'll get our first scoring chance. So right off the bat, the Canadiens have a potential penalty. That'll go to W or Z2 or Z2 for my American friends. Let's see, at W we have Jim Roberts and Mario Tremblay. Let's give it to Tremblay. So I only record one of the 2 penalties for my purposes here. So let's give a penalty to Mario Tremblay. Let's give him, he was a feisty fella. Let's give him a high-sticking penalty. I'll generate the seconds at 2:07. So the first minute of the power play, we're looking for 1-29 as a chance for the Vancouver Canucks. But right off the bat, we have a potential penalty for the Canucks. Let's see who it may be. X and Y2. We don't have an X. We do have a Y2, and it's Tracy Pratt. So Vancouver penalty, Tracy Pratt. Let's give him a hooking call. 2 minutes. Time of the penalty, 3:57. So the next minute will be 5-on-5, so even strength. Let's see what happens here. and that is neutral zone play. And the second minute, the Montreal Canadiens are on a power play, and they're looking for 58 to 100. However, it is a shorthanded opportunity for the Vancouver Canucks. Who will it be? It'll be B. So John Gould has an opportunity to score on a shorthand. So it's always shooting from the blue line. Let's see the outcome. So Gould comes in, and it's no goal. So we're back at even strength. With 3 more minutes off the clock. And the roll is 88. 88 is a scoring chance for the Montreal Canadiens. Who will it be? It'll be B. B is Jacques Lemaire. Jacques Lemaire will shoot it from the slot, the highest probability of a goal in even strength, in power play too for that matter. And Lemaire scores. So Lemaire's line is on, let's see which defensive pairing that is. So it is with a defensive bench. So we'll use Bouchard and Ori as the defensive pairing. So the first assist goes to Lemaire. So he's already a center. He has the goal. He won't get the assist, obviously. And the second assist goes to anyone with a 6. And that goes to Guy Lafleur. So Montreal goal. Jacques Lemaire, assisted by Guy Lafleur. Even strength goal. Time of the goal, 8:54. So the Canadiens jump up to a 1-0 lead as we head back into regular play with 3 more minutes off the clock. Let's see if there's a scoring chance or neutral zone play. It'll be a scoring chance for the Vancouver Canucks. So the scoring chance will go to the letter U, which corresponds... Where's the U? Oh, it's a reserve. So I keep it here just to keep the integrity of the letters. Let's look for another. I don't keep score for the reserves. So it'll be the letter L. L is Greg Body, the defenseman. Greg Body will shoot from the slot. And it is a goal. So Greg Body ties the game. Greg Body is on, his defensive pairing is on with the first line. So Greg Body, assisted by John Gould, and anybody with a 6, and Andre Boudria. So Vancouver goal is Greg Body from Andre Boudria and John Gould. That's an even strength goal. Time of the goal, 11:28. We are at a 1-1 tie. Center box score. Oh, here I have Ken Dryden's replay record so far, since I'm keeping all the stats for the Canadiens and Bruins. Ken Dryden has 1 shutout this year so far. So with the game tied, 3 more minutes off the clock. And another scoring chance for the Vancouver Canucks. You never know. You just never know. Who will it be? It'll be the letter P. So John Gould again. So a strong start for the Canucks' first line. He'll be shooting from the blue line. John Gould shoots. And that's no goal. Steered aside by Kenny Dryden, the Hall of Famer. 3 more minutes off the clock. Nice, good pace to this first period so far. And that is a scoring chance for the Canadiens. They come right back after some neutral zone play. Who will have it? The scoring chance, it's the letter I, and that's Mario Tremblay. And Tremblay will shoot from the blue line. Tremblay shoots, and that's no goal. Play continues with 2 minutes left in the first period. 1 more minute off the clock in this tight checking game, and it'll be a penalty for the Canadiens potentially. Let's see who gets it. So ZX2, and it'll be Guy Lapointe. So Montreal penalty goes to Guy Lapointe. Let's give Guy Lapointe a hooking call. So Guy Lapointe at 18:37. So the Canucks are on the power play. Their power play chance is 1-29. And that's a penalty, just like the last iteration with penalties. They're trading penalties early. Who will be W and Y2? W, we have Chris Odlifson, Gary Monahan, and Greg Boddy. Let's give it to, let's choose Gary Monahan. So Gary Monahan will get the penalty. Oh, not goal. It's a penalty. So Vancouver penalty goes to Gary Monahan. Not too many men on the ice. Let's give him an interference call. Time of the penalty, 19:17. So once again, the first possession is at even strength. And that's a Canadiens chance at even strength. Who will it be? It'll be the letter H. H is Murray Wilson. From the blue line. Wilson shoots. No goal. Oh, I forgot to tick off a time. Now the Canadiens are on a power play. Tick, and yes, indeed, they're on the power play with 85. Who will it be? It'll be the letter A, and that's Guy Lafleur, the team's leading scorer. Lafleur shoots from the slot, and he scores. The Canadiens are out to a 2-1 lead on Lafleur's power play goal. His line is on with the second defensive pairing. And it'll be Lafleur from Lemaire at center. And let's see if there's a second assist. With 6, and that's it. So Lafleur from the Lemaire. So Montreal goal, Guy Lafleur. Assisted by Jacques Lemaire. That was a power play goal. And that'll be at 1:20. Oh no, we want to keep the statistical integrity, so the penalty would have been over at 1:20. So let's just say 1:11. So Canadiens jump out in front, and let's see what this was. Guy Lafleur's. That was his 12th goal of the season. Let's get back to ice level. Canadiens jump out to a 2-1 lead. 3 minutes off the clock. And incidentally, these pictures are from the 1974-75 Topps hockey set. I'll leave the link to my eBay store. I have 25,000 items for sale, all kinds of sports memorabilia, just great. We have a penalty for Montreal. Let's see who the penalty goes to. Could be potentially no one. Let's see. So S and Z3 or Z3. So we don't have one here. I've seen other streamers when the search for penalties comes up empty, or they assess a bench penalty. I think that's creative. That's a great idea. However, for my purposes, we'll just leave it without a penalty. I really respect people's creativity for their homebrew. I have my own. Let's see if some of my homebrew comes up. That's a penalty B, home and away. So I think I do this right. X2 will get a cross-checking. So potentially Bob Daly. On the next roll, if we get a fighting penalty, that will take precedent. So 1 and 2. So there is no 1 and there is a 2. So what I'll do here is I'll assess, I don't know if that's right, but that's the way I've been playing it. I'll assign coincidental penalties, coincidental majors. One cancels the other. So I'll give Bob Daly a 5-minute penalty. I'll just call them both for fighting just for simplicity. So Bob Daly goes off for fighting. And who did I say was the other one too? Doug Risebrow. He's been getting his share of penalties. Doug Risebrow goes off. He'll be assessed a major penalty himself. And believe it or not, while trivial, this makes a difference when there are scoring opportunities and their letter comes up and they're not on the ice. Well, they're not on the ice. Play continues at even strength with 2 minutes off the clock, with the Canadiens up 2-0. 27, more neutral zone play. And another minute off the clock. And I don't keep tracks of shots on goal either. And that is more neutral zone play with a 38. 1 more minute off the clock. Now this helper spins a lot. I've seen other streamers where it doesn't spin that much. If you guys know of a setting to let it spin not as fast, I'd really like to know. Okay, more neutral zone play. Two more minutes off the clock. $14. That is a scoring chance for the Vancouver Canucks. Who will it be? It'll be the letter N. And that'll be Ab DeMarco, journeyman Ab DeMarco. He will shoot from the blue line. No goal. Canadiens hold on to their 2-1 lead with 3 more minutes off the clock. Ken Dryden and Gary Smith are holding steady. So that is a scoring chance again for the Vancouver Canucks. Canucks won their division that year in real life. Scoring chance for A. Who will it be? That'll be Don Lever. Don Lever from the face-off circle. He shoots and scores. Don Lever ties the game. His line will be on with the first defensive pairing. So Don Lever from Andre Boudria. Don Lever from Andre Boudria, and anyone with a 6. Boudria already got it, so that's it. So Vancouver goal, Don Lever from Andre Boudria, even strength goal, time of the goal, 15:08. The Canucks that year won the division, as I was saying, and in large part because of Gary Smith. Play continues with the game tied at 2. Good game. 3 minutes off the clock. And we are in the 19th minute of play. Let's see, that's more neutral zone play. 1 more minute off the clock. We're down to the final minute of the second period. 27, more neutral zone play. I'm rolling in again just in case I get a 0 here in minutes, so no. All right. Heading into the third period, we are tied at 2. 1 minute off the clock. And Canadiens get their scoring chance. Who will it be? It'll be the letter W. W, that's Pete Mahovlich. Mahovlich was a good player in his day for the Canadiens. Mahovlich from the slot. Here's a chance for the Canadiens to jump out to a lead. And Mahovlich, no goal, steered aside by Gary Smith. 3 more minutes off the clock. Canadiens had a good opportunity to go ahead. We have a penalty B, home and away. Let's see what happens here. So we have 2-1 for 5 minutes for fighting. So no 2, neither a 2 here for the visitors, nor a 1. Let's see what the second half of the penalty B gives us. So far, no penalties are assessed. 2-2, 5 minutes for fighting. And we don't have it except for Risebrow. And again, this is the way I've been playing it. Risebrow will be assessed a 5-minute major. So I don't know if that's right or not. That's the way I'm playing it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. So Risebrow will be assessed a 5-minute major for fighting at 3:50. And the Canucks will be on a 5-minute power play. Their scoring chances are 1 to 29. Here's the first minute. And right away, the Vancouver Canucks get a scoring chance. Who will it be? It'll be B. B is John Gould. Again, the first line. Gould from the face-off circle. And Gould scores with the Canucks taking a 3-2 lead. So defensive line 1 is on. Gould from Bob Daly. He was the left defenseman. And the first line. So Gould already had a goal. So who do we choose to participate in the first line? This is my homebrew. If this red die here is 1, 2, and 3, it'll go to Boudria. 4, 5, and 6, it'll go to Lever. So that goes to Lever. So Vancouver goal, John Gould, assisted by Don Lever and Bob Daly. That was a power play goal. Time of the goal, 3:02. So 12 seconds later. All right, second minute off the clock. Canadiens get a shorthanded opportunity. Let's see what happens here. It'll be the letter E. So Steve Shutt, of all people, gets a shorthanded opportunity. And Shutt, no goal. Third minute off the clock. And another scoring chance for the Canucks. It'll be T. Mike Robitaille from the face-off circle. Here's a chance for the Canucks to get a 2-goal lead. And Robitaille scores. Robitaille is on with the second line. So Robitaille from Ververgaert. And Bordelot. So Vancouver goal is Mike Robitaille from Dennis Ververgaert and Paulin Bordelot, sorry. I think it's Paulin. Because Christian Bordelot was playing in the WHA, if I'm not mistaken. Time of the penalty, 5:42. There are still 2 minutes left in the Doug Risebrow major penalty. So this major penalty really hurt the Canadiens. Some undisciplined play, which is uncharacteristic for them. Another scoring chance for the Vancouver Canucks. They were really a solid team. That'll be the letter A. And that's Lever again. That line. Lever from the slot. Almost certainly that'll be Vancouver's 5th goal. And Lever scores, making it 5-2. It's not over. That's already 3 power play goals. So their Lever's line is on with the second defensive pairing. That'll be Lever from John Gould. Lever from John Gould and Andre Boudria. Vancouver goal. Lever, Andre Boudria, and John Gould. Another power play goal. Time of the goal, 6:57. Okay, last power play. One more tick off the clock. And a shorthanded opportunity for the Canadiens. This would be a good time to attempt to come back, and it'll be Guy Lafleur. He'll shoot it from the blue line. Lafleur, no goal. We are back at even strength with about 7 minutes left in the game, 3 minutes off the clock. That didn't help the Canadiens, so the Vancouver Canucks, I think, are going into their defensive shell. No play. I mean, it was just neutral zone play. 1 more minute off the clock. Things are looking good for the Canucks here to get a road win. Tough to get at the Montreal Forum. 2 minutes off the clock. .71. That's more neutral zone play. 1 more minute off the clock. Looks like the Canadiens will be handed their 6th loss of the season. Scoring chance for the Canucks again. That'll be the letter B. Gould again. Gould from the slot. Here comes the 6th goal. Gould shoots and scores. Gould is on with the defensive pairing number 1. Why is it spinning? 6. So Gould with Boudria. Gould assisted by Boudria. And that's it. So Vancouver goal. Gould from Andre Boudria. Even strength goal. 13:33. We're going to leave Dryden in because if we bring in Michel Bonny-Larocque, it won't be much better. Canadiens just want to pack it up and head down into St. Catherine Street to have a few beers. 3 minutes off the clock and forget this one. More neutral zone play, that 39. Heading into the waning minutes of the game. 2 minutes off the clock. Penalty A at home. Let's see. Letter T or Z3? T. No T. No, here it is. Jacques Lemaire gets a penalty. Montreal penalty. Jacques Lemaire. He's mad. Let's give him unsportsmanlike conduct. 2 minutes. Time of the penalty, 18:28. Let's see if the Canucks can pop another one in. Nope. Now, what I'll do here is if I click next period, the game will be over. What I'll do is I'll roll here. This is just the way I play it, just to make sure that we respect he could get a goal at within the last minute of play. The 19th within the 20th minute of play. If that's a 0, but that we would have continued. But that's a 1, so the game is over. The Canadiens lose to the visiting Vancouver Canucks by a score of 6-2. And here is the box score. The difference of the game were these 4 power play goals, these 3 power play goals, and even strength goal in the third period. And no thanks to Doug Risebrough's major penalty. Doug Riseborough's major penalty right here. I want to thank everyone to watch. Those 5 subscribers that I have, whoever you are, thank you very much. Hope to see you again next time. Bye-bye.